So guys, we're at Tattershall Lake for a second year running, but this year we're a 2-up, and you've just watched me transform it, so it's the most fitting way to show you guys how it performs. Now you've seen lots of me on a 3-up, the 3-up version of this, when it was a 3-up. It's now a 2-up, and we have the XP here today. So what you're gonna see in this video is how this looks characteristic-wise compared to the best in class from 90s, what we're all about. And obviously it will show if I've wasted my time or if it's been a good change. I'm hoping it's been a good change. To get rid of the mic because that's I'm gonna end up drenched. But everyone who put in the comments on my first Spark video, oh, it's not a fair comparison. This is now a fair comparison, guys. So if I find this as good as that, then I'll be honest and say. So let's see if this lives up to expectation. Everyone raved about how different the Spark would be as a 2-up. I mean, right here, right now, let's just put it in line, roughly, with the good old XP. I mean, that is bloody close. So the Seadoo designers really did design this to be very similar in size. Width, it's quite similar width-wise as well, but obviously it's quite high. It's more of a motocross style, but obviously the seat's a lot wider on this one to this one. But everyone who put in the comments on my first Spark video, oh, it's not a fair comparison. This is now a fair comparison, guys. So if I find this as good as that, then I'll be honest and say. So getting on it is still as easy as ever, not quite as tippy as that. I do like reverse, I gotta be honest, it's a little bit easier. You can spend more time on the ski, but... So what do we think straight away? I mean, that's quite rocky, way more rocky than what it would have been when it was a 3-up. The 3-up gives you that way more buoyancy. So that's quite good.
Guys, here we're going on board for my first lap ever on this 2-up conversion, and I have to say the apprehension was really high because I've been riding a 3-up for so long, and straight away when I was going down the straight I could just feel that I felt more connected, which is ultimately what I'm searching for, right? And then when I get to that first corner and I feel the lean for the first time, I was starting to get excited because I was thinking, yep, I can actually probably maneuver this in a much faster fashion. Now, it's never going to be an XP in the way that it lets go and you get that oversteer, understeer characteristics. Obviously, it's quite a big hole in comparison. Although I said in the comparison they were similar in size, when you're on it, it just feels bigger, the Spark. I don't know whether it's just because it's a slightly different shape compared to the XP, but for me, the Spark just feels like a bigger ski. Then once I start to open up the ski, I just feel a little bit more of the wobble underneath me, and that's something I always look for in my ride. So when you ride like a bigger ski, like an RXT or an RXP, it feels super planted, and you have to kind of like really use your body weight to feel any movement. On a Spark, you can see here, as I'm starting to open it up down the straight, I'm getting all those twitches just off the little bit of weight, and I was just starting to get excited. Ultimately, by removing that 3-up platform, I'm essentially taking a load of the buoyancy away from the ski. So the buoyancy is great for passengers, but when you're talking about throwing this around a course and trying to get the most out of it in terms of lightweight, playful fun, the platform just had to go right. Guys, at this point, after I did a couple of laps, I just knew that the next thing to do was to actually do some tricks on this, some wheelies, some spins. So here for the first time, I'm using an Insta360. We used this throughout the whole week at Tattershall, and it was a bit of a game changer. It allows you guys to see my facial expressions as I'm riding. I think it generally just gives you a way more immersive look and feel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But here I'm going to jump back into some footage, which Megs has kindly filmed for me.
So it definitely feels quicker without the platform off, 1,000,000%. You just feel more connected. It definitely feels more connected, and it feels faster. With that platform gone, you could just feel the pickups quicker. Let's do some donuts, because that's the real test, and we'll then see if it feels more comparable to the X4. So let's see. Let's go out of touring mode to sport. Sport, can you be in any other mode but sport? And let's see. So I've got a mic on. Christ, I think I'm gonna have to get rid of the mic. I'm gonna get wet here. Okay, so that's gonna let go a lot faster. It's gonna let go a lot faster than the 3-up. I'm gonna get rid of the mic because that's I'm gonna end up drenched. I didn't anticipate that to go so crazy. So I'm so used to working on the 3-up that you have to put way more in. Okay, this is exciting. Let's have a look. I did literally one turn and I'm drenched. I can't believe how different that is already. And I'm not just saying that because we've done the conversion and it's like those videos where it's like, oh my God, it solved all the problems. But yeah, I need to not have anything on here that can't get wet. So Meg, switch to that mic and let's see what happens. Okay, so take 2. That is so hilarious. Don't worry, baby, I'm not leaving you. I'm coming back soon. Sport mode, baby.
So guys, I was having so much fun spinning the Spark round that I noticed out the corner of my eye that the XP had broken loose. Now the XP was actually tied on to the back of the Versadoc, but it broke free because I was spinning it so much. Now anyone that follows the channel knows that I'm pretty OCD, so I didn't want the XP banging around hitting the Versadoc, so I had to jump off, interrupt the fun. But as you can see here, I was having a lot of fun trying to stop the Spark from drifting away and get the XP on. Now with the older skis, I actually like to push them onto the pontoon. That's one of the good things about the newer skis, because you've got the reverse, you can really control your approach speed. I'm not a fan of just driving up and hitting the bottom of the hole, so as you can see here, I'm having a bit of fun trying to get it on. But guys, can I just say, I was itching to get back onto this Spark because it was so much fun with the new conversion.
So the bit that you're all watching for is it better at wheelies? Well, let's find out. VTS all the way up. It's a lot easier to wheelie it, a lot easier. I'm so used to having a 3-up platform that I'm putting in way too much and it's going up, so I just need to get the hang of it again now. I've always been working towards getting the 3-up nice and vertical. This is just effortless. What a blast. Right, one more go. That is a blast. I'm covered in weeds. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning is the first time you can get on the lake, and everyone's like, for God's sake, it's that kid again from Classic Jet Skis that won't stop skiing. So guys, you didn't lie. It is epic. It does feel more playful, I'm going to give you that. Obviously, the true test of the characteristics is to have it go on the 95, which we're going to do next, so you guys can see how it stacks up. But it is more playful, and it's kind of obvious, right? If you take a platform off of a ski and make it, you know, that much shorter, it's going to be more playful. I still feel as if, maybe I'm biased, I love old two-strokes, don't I? But I don't feel it's quite as playful, but you guys can argue that and debate that in the comments. So let's switch over skis now. Megan's just asked me, will I keep it as a 2-up? I think so. I think in reality, me and Megs have already had a cheeky go on this as a 2. And it doesn't feel discernibly harder. I think that the longer seat is the secret sauce. So I think if we had the smaller seat, you'd probably struggle quite a bit. And again, I keep plugging this vlog, but if you watch the vlog, I actually had to go on the brand new 2024 1-up to compare to this, just to give me, there's a really kind guy here that's basically let me have a go. But yeah, I'm happy. I don't think there's anything negative to report. Probably should have done it sooner. You guys did tell me in the comments, I've now done it. And yeah, you were right. You can say I told you so in the comments. Right, let's switch skis. So, it's only fitting and fair, now we've had to go on the newly converted Spark, to go out on the King well, my king anyway, that I've got in my garage, and that's the X4 hull, and see how it compares, and you guys can watch to see how tippy this looks in comparison. So I'm gonna give the mic back, can't wear that unfortunately. I'll go do a few laps, and I'll go do a few spins, and we can do a comparison.
That's so fun.
That corner again though.
Oh God.
So right off the back of being out on the 2-up, the new 2-up, it's definitely closer, the characteristics, to what I would say is like one of the holy grails from the 90s. You know, it turns on a dime, super playful, super tippy, real connection to the water. The gap is reduced slightly, and I would say slightly. I'm hesitant to say it's completely there. This still lets go in a way that that Polytech with the sponsons just doesn't. Now, I'm pretty sure if I take the sponsons off that, which is maybe the next modification, although I'm kind of like cheating it to get it to be closer to this, because if I then took the sponsons off of this, I'm sure this would let go even more. So I'm really happy with the changes and the new characteristics I've obtained from the actual Spark itself. It's never going to be an X4, but it's getting me closer with that new gen hull. So I'm really, really happy with the mod. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed me actually doing the transformation and you seeing what goes into it and doing it in an authentic way. You know, we did go wrong along the way. We forgot a few bolts, but that's part and parcel of doing these things. And again, a huge thank you to Thorpe Bay Marine. Without those guys, I don't think I would have done the conversion this week. So their support is really, really helping the channel bring you guys new content. So please go show them some love on their Instagram and their YouTube. Say hello to Andy and Clive, and I'm sure I'll be going to see them soon. They're based in Kent, where we can hopefully make some more cool videos. I think he's got a 325, which he said he might be able to get me on to test, so that'll be pretty epic. And I'm going to get Clive, who's the new gen. Clive's in his 20s, on an old XP. I think this will be older than Clive, so see what he makes of this. He's used to, obviously, these modern crafts. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hit the subscribe button as always. And fittingly, because it's here in front of me, although this video's been about a Spark, let's keep the classics alive.